Well, the verdict today is the worst possible one for the trust that runs this hospital. Our health correspondent Matthew Hill, who did that report, has been at the inquest all day today, and he joins me now from Trowbridge. Good evening, Matthew.
Good evening, David. Well, the implications of today's verdict are being thought through by a number of organisations. The police have said that they're going to refer the evidence from the inquest to the Crown Prosecution Service again to look at. But joining me now is the solicitor for Mayra Cabrera, Seamus Edney. Now, you've been with this from the beginning, really.
That's right, yes.
And what are your feelings now for your client and what he's been through?
Well, he's very pleased that we've had a very detailed and thorough inquiry into what happened to Mayra. He's pleased with the verdicts and the recommendations that have been made by the coroner to the Department of Health, and we all hope that those recommendations will be implemented. But it's been a long 4 years for him, so he's pleased now it's coming to a close.
It has been a long time. In fact, it was almost a year, wasn't it, before you were the first person to hear there had been a mistake?
That's correct. I mean, he approached me just over 12 months after his wife died. He understood at that time it was from natural causes. I got in contact with the hospital, and within a couple of months it came to light to the true cause of death.
Now, he could be deported at the end of the month unless you can somehow change things.
That's correct. I mean, we have made an application for him to remain in the UK. That was turned down by the Home Office, and his visa now is due to expire at the end of February. So after February he could be deported.
We've heard from the Home Office this evening that there can be exceptional circumstances whereby they can allow someone to stay longer, but we haven't had any confirmation that they will change their mind. Have things been going on in the background here?
Well, we have approached our local MP, Anne Snellgrove, who's been very helpful. She had a meeting last week with the Immigration Minister, and he was meant to be getting back to her at the end of last week with some sort of indication as to whether or not they would reconsider Arnell's application.
Seamus, thank you very much for your time. Now, I have to say that there are a number of national recommendations that come from today's verdict made by the coroner. One of them is that all midwives should have an annual review to make sure that they're able to safely deliver these potentially fatal drugs. Another one has wider ramifications across Europe. What they're trying to do is to try and make sure that manufacturers can design a fail-safe method of delivering bupivacaine to make sure it never is injected into the arm again. But that's something that has to happen on a Europe-wide level.